Money, one of humanity's greatest inventions. It's the foundation of trade, economy, and civilization itself. But money didn't always look like the colorful notes or digital coins we know today. Its story is a long journey, from shells and metals to paper cash and cryptocurrency. Before modern money, people used valuable and symbolic items, like cowrie shells, silk, cocoa beans, salt, and beads, for trade. These early forms of commodity money reflected each culture's idea of value and laid the groundwork for today's financial systems. Before money existed, people exchanged goods and services directly. This was called the barter system. A farmer might trade a basket of yams for a fisherman's catch, or a hunter might exchange animal skins for grain. But the barter system had one big problem: what economists call the double coincidence of wants. Both people had to want exactly what the other had. If you had salt and wanted meat, you could only trade with someone who had meat and wanted salt. Trade was slow and limited. To solve this, people began searching for something everyone would accept, something that carried value for all. That's how the idea of money was born. The first forms of money weren't coins or paper, but natural treasures like cowrie shells. Smooth, shiny, and hard to fake. They became one of the earliest and most widely used forms of money, especially in Africa and Asia. Different cultures used different items as money. In China, silk. In ancient America, cocoa beans. In some places, salt, beads, or even stones. These were called commodity money, valuable goods used for exchange. As societies grew, carrying shells and goods became difficult. So people turned to something stronger: metals. Gold, silver, bronze, and copper were durable and valuable. The first real metal coins appeared around 600 BC. In a kingdom called Lydia, now part of modern-day Turkey. Soon, the Greeks, Persians, and Romans began minting their own coins, each stamped with the faces of rulers and gods. Metal coins made trade easier. They were portable, standardized, and trusted. In Africa, too, metal money took many forms: iron bars, copper rods, and brass manillas. These became vital tools for trade across kingdoms and regions. But as trade expanded, carrying heavy coins became risky. So came the next great innovation: paper money. It first appeared in China during the Tang dynasty and became common under the Song dynasty in the 11th century. Merchants began using paper notes representing coins stored safely elsewhere. Eventually, the Chinese government took over and issued official banknotes. Centuries later, Europe followed. In the 1600s, countries like Sweden and England began printing banknotes. By the 18th and 19th centuries, paper money had spread across the world. In Africa, colonial governments introduced paper currency to replace cowries and metal objects. The British West African Currency Board issued the first official notes, used across Nigeria, Ghana, and other colonies. Paper money made trade faster and easier, but it also brought challenges: inflation and counterfeiting. Its value now depended on trust in governments and economies. By the late 20th century, technology transformed money again. Banks introduced credit cards, debit cards, and ATMs, allowing people to spend and withdraw money without using cash. Then came online banking and mobile money systems, like PayPal, Apple Pay, and M-Pesa in Africa, enabling instant transfers and payments across borders. Money became faster, lighter, and truly global. But all digital systems still relied on banks and governments, central authorities that could print, freeze, or track money. In 2009, an unknown person or group called Satoshi Nakamoto introduced Bitcoin, a new kind of money that needed no central bank. This was the birth of cryptocurrency. Today, millions use crypto to buy goods, invest, or send money across countries quickly and cheaply. People love it because it gives them control over their own money, without needing a bank. But crypto is not without risk. Its value can rise and fall dramatically, and many governments still don't recognize it as legal money. As technology evolves, the story of money continues. We may soon see central bank digital currencies, official digital money issued by governments, and systems that blend artificial intelligence with blockchain technology. From shells to coins, from paper to digital, money has always been a symbol of trust. Trust that what you give will be accepted, and what you receive will hold value tomorrow. The story of money is, and will always be, the story of human progress.